Yeah, the first order of business before we go into anything else tonight is, Jim, I'm nominating you as a full participant and voting member of the board tonight. So you'll vote tonight with us. The
Thank
reason
you.
is that under town law, we can do that when we don't have a quorum with, so I know Ronnie was only going to be on Zoom tonight.
Oh, God.
Sharon's got something that she's working on. Carol said she was going to come. I don't know where she is. And Fred has resigned from the board. So we will think about replacing him. And I will be sending out a
Turn the volume up. No, I don't know.
volunteers and resumes. So if anybody knows,
Yeah.
I would love to bring down the average age of the board if we could, not to be, I don't know if that's legal to say something like that, but I still love to be able to do it. All right, first order of business. Everybody had a chance to take a look at the minutes? Are there any comments, changes, edits? Jim, anything from you?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I get a motion to,
The motion that we accept the minutes.
okay, I so moved.
I'll second it.
Okay, hey, Ron, you can't participate on Zoom, only listen in and comment. So you can't motion or second or vote.
All right, but I can listen to you.
And
Yes.
you can comment too, yep. All right, conflicts check. Anybody got any reason for recusing themselves tonight? No. All right, let's move on to old business, which is the brick public hearing. Are the bricks on?
No.
Okay,
Should I make the motion to open the public hearing?
make motion
I
open the
make
public
the
hearing.
motion, we open the public hearing.
So moved. The public hearing is now open. We'll give them a few minutes. Is there anyone else on that would like to comment on the Brock area variance application? Yeah, you don't want to be sitting next to me right now. We have motion to open the public meeting. Public meeting is open. The applicant is not on. Nor are they required to be here.
You missed your chance.
No, yes, you are. I have nominated both of you to be full participants.
Awesome. So you are.
Carol, you didn't hear me before when I was going through some correspondence items, and that is that Fred Schneeberger has resigned from the board. So we will need to replace him. You and I should have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
About whether or not you're interested in moving from your current position to a full-time. You and I could talk about that one-on-one. I know you told me you're at the end of your rope, like a lot of us stuff. Wait till 7 after, okay. Replace the rug.
It's the point, Jim, where because sometimes there's, you mean so they can, so the summer camp can be there instead of up here. Cause I can see where that would take its toll on a rug.
The thing about my big screen TV 3 months ago, I'll tell you what. And grandkids,
Oh, God.
yeah. I have an 85-inch TV. 3 months ago, I come in the afternoon and sit down on the couch and turn it on. I noticed all these colors. Yes, on the overlay. So I flipped the channel thinking it's a channel. It wasn't the channel. 2 of them were there. I go, hey, what happened to TV? Elliot hit it with the baton. He ratted it right out.
Ouch.
How old was it?
4. Needless to say, I had to get a new TV.
It's weird though, it's hard to get mad, isn't
You
it?
can't get. I couldn't.
Anyone else join?
I make the motion, we close the public hearing.
Okay, seconded, so moved. Since we've already declared this is not being a type 1 action, we can go right to the 5 factors. So I've asked Will to walk us through that tonight.
Okay, factor number 1, whether the undesirable change would be produced in character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties.
No. And under the Y, it's a small section of fencing, right?
And the neighbor
Requested.
request.
And Jim lives there and doesn't care.
Whether the benefit, number 2, whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by a feasible alternative to the variance. I say
No.
no, they're too close. I mean, a buffer is not an option or anything like that, so. Whether the requested variance is substantial. I
No,
say it's no too,
No.
because it's pretty,
Oh, it's a small.
it's only
piece of property.
32
Right.
feet of what that whole distance was, which I had here in front of me. So I don't, so out of 126 feet, it was 32.
Yeah. And it's in the back too.
Well, and the slope of the yard makes such a high increase there that they need that extra.
Yes.
Variants have an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
But not on the environment and not.
I don't
It
think-
doesn't affect the environment at all.
I don't think it affects the environment and I don't think it changed, in that location there, across the street, there's some privacy fences. And I think it's just a necessary thing when you get into
That close, yes.
when you have properties that are that close, non-conforming that are that close, I think it's almost kind of helpful, so I would continue to say no for both. Whether the alleged difficulty, was the alleged difficulty self-created?
No, that's a no.
Yeah, it is, it was because they wanted a privacy fence, so I think it's yes. It's
But,
self-created,
but
right?
the problem that they felt was that the dog always got upset when people walked on their property. And that was one of the reasons.
So the dog created it.
Well, it's a neighborly thing.
Interesting point of view.
I mean, the neighbors wanted it because they didn't want
Read-
their dog upset.
Read that question one more time, slow.
Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Not really difficulty. It's- Sometimes there's no reason to put up a fence, I just want a fence. It's not-
Substitute the word action for difficulty. Well, if they got a request from somebody else, you could argue it wasn't self-created.
So you could say, no, it was a mutual agreement between the neighbors.
I think that's great.
Hmm, That's, yeah.
See, you're really good at this.
You're gonna give him the job every month.
Just tonight. I'm having trouble focusing.
Backward.
No, I got a stomach virus that's
Oh,
got out of bed just to come here.
Hmm.
My wife said if you get sick, there's a way to get a new rug. All hardwood floors. and then we just go through and, by name vote, aye or nay.
Put me on as a voter.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, sorry, yep.
there's these two, right? I mean, what about the determination of ZBA
Yep.
based on above factors? So, after taking consideration of above 5 factors, finds that the benefit to the applicant does not outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community, therefore the variance is denied. The benefit to the applicant does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community.
Number two.
So we just need a motion from someone to approve the variance.
I'll make a motion.
Seconded,
I second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Thank you. By name for the final vote.
Yeah, there's another section here, the ZBA further finds that the variance of
But that's the conditions, that we're not setting. any
No conditions,
No
okay.
conditions.
Actually, there's one above the conditions, Steve. ZBA further finds that a variance from section of the zoning code minimum should be granted. Okay, never mind. I see what you're saying. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Sign that again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, record or vote? Fair,
Well, up in name.
fair, Steve, oh, yeah.
Aye.
Pending in board member Jim Stickle.
Aye.
Pending in member.
Aye.
Also, aye. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you want to sign off on this?
I'll sign it, then we gotta give it to the clerks. What other piece of paper we have to finish? Or is this it? One other form? That's it, okay. All right, thank you. Get a motion to close the meeting?
I make a motion to close the meeting.
So moved. All right, all, thank you for coming.
Hey, take care of yourself.
Very